Welcome to another episode in the podcast Strategies for the Workplace. Today's topic is managing feedback, but before I get to that, I wanted to mention some updates. First, there is now a companion website, www.strategiesfortheworkplace.com, where you'll find information on the books and the podcasts and LinkedIn and how to reach me and how to buy things on Amazon and all that kind of stuff. And also the book, Strategies for the Workplace, The Early Career Advantage, is now available on Amazon in print and in Kindle format. And you can find that by searching for the title, Strategies for the Workplace, and you may want to add by Jeffrey Kahn, Kahn, in order to be sure that you find it. So hopefully those of you who want to have access to the full set of material, which is over 200 articles, and don't want to wait the several years it will take for me to get to them in the podcasts, can buy the book. Okay, let's get on to today's topic. Managing feedback. You have prepared a report, presentation, or other expression of an idea and have been asked to review the effort with a group. Be guided by these best practices. Always ask for questions and feedback, welcoming any comment and expressing thanks as appropriate. Remind everyone during the feedback process that the purpose of the exercise is to make the current version better. In response to the suggestion that something be dropped, always ask for a justification to put in the notes. Always ask if the stakeholder has an addition to take the place of the dropped item. In response to the suggestion that something be added, always ask for a justification to put in the notes. Always ask if the stakeholder wants to replace something. If appropriate, determine the priority of the new item. Okay, let's talk about how to apply all this. Don't be shocked when some people make unhelpful comments, which do nothing to move things along toward making a product better. Come face to face with someone spouting vague negativity. It is time to fight back with some verbal martial arts. Consider this sample dialogue. You. Any feedback? Critic. I don't agree with item number 2. You. Great. This is how we make things better. Can you be more specific about how item number 2 should be modified? Or this one. Critic. I just think it misstates the issue. You. Good. We're making progress. Can you suggest a different way to say things? Critic. Well, not off the top of my head. You. Fine. We can leave what we have in place until you have specific substitute language. And another. Critic. And I don't think we need number 4. You. Thanks for the feedback. We don't want to add something we don't need. Are you proposing that we eliminate the item entirely? If so, what shall I put in the notes to summarize your justification? Critic. Look, you can leave it in. I just don't think it adds a lot of value. You. Do you have a substitute that would add more value? Critic. I'll have to get back to you on that. Or this one. Critic. The number in item 5 looks way off. You. Good observation. I provided the source that justifies the number. What value do you believe it should be, and what source should I put in the notes? Critic. Well, the number looks off to me. You. We are all after the same thing, accurate data. As soon as you have a better number, please circulate it and the backup research to the group. I'm excited that we may be able to improve the presentation. Here's another practice dialogue. You. Here is the data X. Critic. I'm calling BS on X. You. Good. This is how we improve the work. What value and source should I swap in? Here's one pattern. Critic. I suggest Y from source Z. You. Good. I appreciate that you are invested in making the process better. Here's another pattern. Critic. I begrudgingly accept X, but I know it's way off. You. I appreciate the feedback. When you have an alternate value and source, let me know. And yet another example. Someone complains that your presentation does not contain anything about widgets. Some possible responses include, you make a great point, I will add that. Or, you make a great point, widgets are included in section Y, which we will get to shortly. Or, you make a great point. Widgets are included in section W, which we already covered. Clearly, I need to make their inclusion more apparent, and I will do that. Or, you make a great point. Let me consider how best to incorporate widgets and get back to you. Feel free to follow up with questions that improve clarity, such as when someone says a value is way off, you might ask, what specifically is way off? In what way is it way off? What else could we do? Or what do you think is the impact of this value? Feedback, like everything else, should be categorized and prioritized. You might consider the level of effort needed to implement any changes, addressing the easiest, lowest hanging fruit, first, before trying to incorporate major shifts. Alternatively, you could estimate the impact of each suggested change, prioritize what will have a significant impact, or move the needle, over what will have little influence. Yet another approach could be to focus first on changes that are aligned with your overall project philosophy, or prioritize input from your most important sponsor or customer. The idea is more that you should have a method rather than which method is best. In the case of contradictory suggestions, it may be best to do nothing until more comments come in and a preponderance of support emerges for a particular change. A final note, do not confuse stakeholders with shareholders. Shareholders share a financial interest in a good outcome, and shareholders share the workload, or at least fortunes, of the outcome. Stakeholders may be folks higher up in the organization who have some financial or reputational skin in the game. They want to see the effort succeed, although they will not be involved directly. Stakeholders can also be external and focused on their own agenda, which may not align precisely with yours. They may not be interested in you or your personal success. Remember that if all you are holding is a stake, everyone may look like a vampire deserving of a blow to the chest. This concludes today's episode.